Hey guys, welcome back to Introverts SMP, where, over the break, I died. I got killed by a magma cube inside of the gold farm and lost all of my stuff. Luckily, I was able to make most of it back, and we're back to where we were before I died. Over the break, I did some mining as well. I gathered up some sandstone, which will be useful for building our village today, which we'll hop into right after this. As well as gathering sandstone, I also gathered logs. I needed logs to build the frames of most of my buildings and for floors and other things. With all that being said, let's hop straight into this build. Hello. Yep. Hope you guys enjoyed that time lapse. I'll be honest, I've recorded this part 5 or 6 times over the course of 24 hours. I keep getting distracted and going on tangents and then being like, oh, I'll record it later. So, yeah, I'm gonna go straight to the point. I have a base idea here. Tree trunk, mushrooms, trees, magicalness, a combination of Iskall and Scar's base. And it's gonna look awesome. And I'll put a picture here, a little glimpse of what I was envisioning. So it's gonna go tree trunk here. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be fucking huge. It's gonna be huge. So it's gonna look awesome. But yeah, so what we're doing now is I've gathered up a good amount of terraforming supplies, and we're gonna head over to the shopping district, and we need to fix some things because it's not looking too hot right now. If you guys saw the last episode where we had a courtroom, we kind of built the courtroom and we didn't do anything around it. There's like a path to it and everything and some bushes, but nothing really special. So we're actually going to tear down the vibe zone, rest in peace, and we're going to build a restaurant at some point. Not today. We're going to build a restaurant at some point, but today we need to tear down the vibe zone and make way for industrial stuff. And I forgot my andesite. So we're going to put in a nice paved road and start making that part of town the government sector. I think as I believe that it is my responsibility to make that area look nice, since I'm the one who picked the location for the building. Oh, yeah. Ping's waterlogged all of my chests, which is very pleasant, and I really appreciate it. That is obvious sarcasm. I fucking hate you. I mean, I did turn his shop to honey, so I mean, there's. Yeah, okay, I can understand. At the end of this video, I'm gonna include a little something. It's not like part of the video technically, but I did upgrade my setup, so I wanna kind of, well, not really. I upgraded my editing setup, so I just wanted to share that with somebody. So if you care for that stuff, it's gonna be at the end of the video. I would recommend checking it out because it does provide a free alternative to Premiere Pro. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna go into another time lapse, and then we're gonna call it for today. Not much going on. The inspiration's been pretty low. You know, the feelings to play Minecraft have been pretty low, so I haven't been able to get much content. But I'm starting to feel a little better in terms of like inspiration. I feel a lot happier than I was yesterday. So yeah, I think we'll just get started and we'll clear this area out and pave the little path, and things will start looking a little better here. I think this will take me upwards of maybe 2 hours, so we'll see what we get out of the time lapse. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and hope you do join me again next episode. Bye, but not really bye. Time lapse time. Hello everybody, and welcome to the end of the video. So this was a fairly short episode, right? We only got 5 minutes and 41 seconds, which is not a lot for an episode, especially one that's supposed to be packed with content. But I don't want to invest any more time in this episode. I've already invested 2 days, 3 days. This is the third day. But it was pretty simple, to be fair. I just wasn't feeling very motivated, right? Which happens every now and then. But I'm just going to show you my editing workflow. Very simple. So I recently switched to this program. It's called DaVinci Resolve. It's got a couple more features than Premiere does, right? It has a built-in cinema, or not cinema, After Effects type thing. It's got color grading. This is professional color grading. So if I wanted to, I could come in here and I could change it and make it look a certain way. But there's no need to do any of that for Minecraft videos. We also have a built-in audio editor, and it also automatically delivers to YouTube. So it's got a lot of cool features. And so I switched over and I'm trying it out. But yeah, this is a pretty simple workflow. I really don't know what I'm doing. There's a lot of very advanced things in here because this is a cinema production tool, right? So I don't know how to work a lot of stuff, so I'm just using the basics. But you may notice in this video that the audio sounds a bit different, a little bit better, more refined. 2 things for that. I upgraded my pop filter, so I'm using a bit of a different one that works a little better. I also upgraded my microphone input system, so I can actually pull it up for you guys here. So this is called Voice Meter. It's a program a lot of people have, and it basically allows you to control your panning, right? So your effects, so you can change the lows and highs, volume, input, all of that. So I have it going a little bit towards the low end instead of the high end. This will block out some of the higher frequencies. I have a very high nasally voice, so it's pretty good actually to be able to control that, right? So I can make it sound a normal volume. So yeah, it works pretty good. And with all of that, I'm also adding post effects here. So we have equalizers and a dialogue processor, which adds a certain amount of things. So we're taking out pops, we're taking out S's, and a bunch of other things that come up in recording a lot. And there's a couple more features, right? They kind of even out the audio. So if you have parts where you're speaking really loudly and then you get really quiet, they'll even it out. So feature that I didn't previously have in Premiere. So yeah, a lot of really awesome things. But yeah, so on to the next part with this whole thing. So this is 2 different days, right? So here we have day 1, this whole section, and then we have day 2 here. Day 1 is 1 minute and 29 seconds. And this entire thing took 3 hours, give or take. It kind of sucks because you spend a lot of time and you compress it, right? This time lapse here is an hour, hour and a half. And then each of these clips took maybe 30 minutes to set up. So we're actually around 2 hours, a little over 2 hours. So yeah, so we had to, this one is a time lapse sandstone, and then this one is me throwing wood, but I had to gather that wood, so it's in between here. It's a lot of steps. So yeah, that took a bit of time, and then I had to figure out how to use this text editing stuff. And yeah, that kind of sucked too. But then we get into this part, and this part actually didn't take too long at all. We have the little thing where I was talking. Now, I actually had to re-record this a lot. The reason for that is I wasn't comfortable with how it sounded. I wasn't comfortable with anything, so I was like, yeah, I'm just going to redo that in the morning. and it took me 2 tries, and I finally got to something I was reasonably happy with, but I didn't want to put any more time in it. This time lapse here at the end actually took a fair amount of time. It's only what we got. It's only a couple seconds long. It's like 30 seconds. So yeah, it took like the better part of 2 hours, maybe a little less, but you know, you compress that into 30 seconds. You know, it doesn't look like there's a lot of progress done, right? So we put in these trees. These trees take a while, you know, because it's annoying to do in creative, right? So we have a couple of those. We have this path, or survival, sorry. We have the path that we did. We built this little thing. So it was mostly thinking, right? You do a lot of thinking. You're like, okay, what blocks are going to go where? How am I going to do that? How's this going to fit into the video, right? And yeah, unfortunately, I didn't end up with that much footage, right? It's 5 minutes, 41 seconds. And then the rest of it is just me talking about editing and stuff. And yeah, that kind of sucks. But it is what it is. And next episode will be a little more advanced. But so some tips and tricks I can give you for recording sections. Believe it or not, it's going to be very helpful. So if you have an idea for a video, you want to say everything first, right? What you're going to do, and then get into it. I didn't follow that in this video because it's just a kerfuffle. So this will probably be like episode 6.75. I'll make it 7, but I'll have some special stuff going on. So yeah, I cut out silence, right? So any moments where there's significant silence get cut from the vocal recording. So here there's not much because I was talking the whole time. But here, as you can see, these little cuts, cut out silence, and that happens a lot in the videos where there's a lot of talking because it makes things awkward. So yeah, that's it. There's nothing too advanced. Don't really know this program. Can't really show you guys anything too well. But if you do want to like see a behind the scenes editing video, I can definitely do that. But yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed, even though this is a bit of a weirder episode, but it was a challenge to make, I'll be honest. So I'm kind of glad I finished it. But yeah. Anyway, I'll see you guys all in the next video. So look out for that. I promise it'll be a little better. We're going to start on the bass. It's going to be epic. So yeah, time to finish this video. Bye.